Today's international travel prep episode is brought to you by cruiseline.com, where you can find reviews, tips, and photos from real everyday cruisers. Hey cruisers, welcome back. It's so nice of you to come back for part 2 of our international trip tips series. Of course, if you missed part 1, you can go back and watch that episode before or after this one. The order doesn't matter. No lame flying jokes this time. Let's just get to it. Our number 1 tip for today, invest in some packing cubes. I know. If you've seen any of our previous videos, you're probably saying to yourself, ugh, here she goes again with the packing cubes. But seriously, folks, packing cubes are for real. They allow you to keep your suitcases organized and nicely sectioned off, but they also offer other practical uses. For example, you can shift cubes from one bag to another in the airport if you have an overweight bag. You can also slide the packing cubes on the shelf easily once you get on the cruise ship or to your hotel. Sometimes we don't even unpack them. You know, I can go on and on about these, but I'm pulling back on the reins. If you want to know more, just search our channel for packing cubes or check out our packing cube store in the description box of this video. You'll find tons of info and selection. Number 2, you're going to have to put your researcher's hat on for this one. It's a bummer, but you'll need to find out whether it's best to get cash at your destination's airport or at an ATM outside the airport. It's most likely that the airport ATM will give you the best exchange rate. If that's the case, head straight for an ATM before you leave the airport. This is an easy one to forget, so make it a priority when you arrive in your destination. Number 3, when traveling internationally, Wi-Fi can quickly become a necessity, right? It's wise to choose a pre- or post-cruise hotel with free Wi-Fi and get to know your airport Wi-Fi process in advance. Does the airport require a sign-in or passcode? And if so, where do you take care of that? On the topic of Wi-Fi and data, it's also a good idea to turn off international roaming immediately when you board your flight. One last tip, never assume public Wi-Fi is safe. We always use a VPN. These days, there are many to choose from and they are super easy to use. Find one that has high user ratings. Number 4, get some exercise the day before and if possible, the morning of your trip. Exercise can help keep your sleep schedule on track, minimize jet lag, and reduce that awful, restless, long flight feeling. Frequent travelers swear by this one. Number 5, for this next tip, I've got a quick collection of home-related things to remember. You'll have to figure out what works best for you, but we like to stop our mail, arrange for pet care, unplug appliances, and turn off our thermostat before we travel. You may also want to pay your bills, pause newspaper delivery. Wait, does anyone still even get newspapers? Oh yeah, and double check that your doors and windows are locked. You may have your own more extensive list, but these should get you started and just kind of get thinking about it. If you've stuck with us for this long, it is bonus tip time. No strings attached. This is super important and really easy to forget. Alert your credit card company and bank of your travel plans. Many banks and credit card companies now allow you to do this online or with a very simple automated phone call. If you miss this step, it may not be the end of the world, but it could lead to some awkward situations that usually require at least one phone call to your financial institution. You might as well get it out of the way before you leave. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us today. We've got lots more stuff like this coming. If you don't want to miss it, well, you know what to do. Until then, we'll see you on the high seas.